Yo, YouTube. As you can see, my hands are cuffed. Now, what's the first thing that you think of when your hands are cuffed? No, not that. Alan, shut up.
Gay orgy.
Shut up. I'm talking about skeletons. Now, what other cards for skeletons
What the fuck?
than the King of Skull Servant?
That was
enough said.
Great meme.
Now, you guys are like, what's up with this 1-star? Now, those that know this card, that are old enough to know this card, understand that he gains 1,000 for each Skull Servant in the graveyard.
Wait, 1,000? I thought it was... Oh wait, it is 1,000. Never mind.
Yeah.
I knew that.
So, I have 3 Skull Servants.
I have
Can you
4.
flip the cards around so like?
Yeah. For the camera. I'm sorry.
Sean making it difficult.
Yeah.
So,
Women.
gains 1,000 for each Skull Servant. So, you're probably looking at it as, 3,000. However, he also gains 1,000 for each King in the graveyard. So, if he's on the field and these 5 are in the graveyard, 5,000. Now, these are his pride and joy, his daughter's the White Princess.
That's hot.
Yeah, it is. Also, before I get into the cool facts about her, when she's in the graveyard, counts as a Skull Servant, gains another 1,000 for each. However, when she's summoned, she sends she sends her brother to the graveyard, because I mean, sisters are always stronger than their brothers. That one would know that. So when White Princess is summoned,
I don't know, man.
White Prince goes to the graveyard.
That's a little too feminist for our group.
I'll explain him in a second. And I'm just saying, we need women on this channel.
That is true. This is a predominantly...
It's literally a sausage fest right here.
Yeah.
Also, if she's in your hand, you can send her to the graveyard. The fun thing is, when she's sent to the graveyard, all monsters lose 300 times their level or rank. So good against the XCs. And it doesn't just work in the hand, it also works from the field.
You mean XYZs, right?
Alan, shut up, no one likes you.
Whoa!
That's not what you were
There's the
saying
work against
last
link
night.
monsters.
So, as I was saying, White Prince, when he's sent to the graveyard, I can send a Skull Servant, and the next card, a Lady in White, to the graveyard. So, that's pretty much all he does. He's just the wall that gets stuff in the graveyard.
Nice.
Then there's the Lady in White. Probably the third best card of the white archetype.
That's racist.
When she's on the field, face up, attack, defense, whatever, any zombie type monster, 3 stars or less, can't be destroyed by battle and can't be targeted by spells and traps or destroyed by them. So she's
Pretty
nice to have
baller.
on the field.
Yeah.
However, if there are 2 on the field and someone destroys
it?
one, it works because it specifically says they need white.
Okay. So that's rather... You can't make it like a lock.
No. And then next are the King's brothers, the White Mares. They're good for if your king gets banished, because you can discard him and special summon your king. They also work to special summon a Lady in White if she's been banished, or sending another White Mare or Skull Servant that's been banished back to the graveyard.
Okay.
Next
Don't tell me.
are the guards, the Mizukis. They're just there to be destroyed, to be sent to the graveyard, to special summon a king back from the graveyard.
They're actually kind of cancer.
It's not once
They
per
are.
turn
They've
either.
gotten me so many times because I'll be like, yo, I'll just run that over, or like I'll be like kaiju or something, and he'll just bring it back.
Well, I banished to bring back a king, but, you know,
Yeah.
it works.
It's mean.
Basically a Call of the Haunted.
Yeah.
Unless Jinx, you owe me a soda.
No, shut up.
Next is the only tuner in the deck. Una Zombie. He's
Fucked
good
me over too.
for pretty much just raising levels, or
One time you summoned Red Dragon Archfiend and gamed me. That's the only time out
You
of
could
the
run-
entire time he's had this deck.
You could run a Plague
That he's
Spreader
done
zombie.
I could, but he's the only one that I need.
Okay.
That
Because
was so
you can send
stupid.
one card from your hand to raise a level of one monster. You can also send one zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard. to raise one zombie
Oh.
monsters
It's a
level
skill
by
servant.
one. So I could send a king, I could send a white prince,
Yeah.
I could send anything.
Just loads
And
up
it
the
would just
graveyard
help.
with those skill servants.
And because he's a tuner, he'll help with whatever extra deck monster I feel like bringing in.
God, that was so dumb. Almost raged
Now-
in the middle of humanities.
Let's count how many monsters this is, just before we go on.
Oh my God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22
22.
monsters. How do you feel about that, YouTube?
Pretty much.
Whatever.
What does that have to do with anything?
Absolutely nothing, because I'd be screwed either way.
Next are my amazing spells. Foolish Burial. Send one monster from my deck to the graveyard. Specifically, particularly, a White Prince, but it doesn't have to be. It could be
Mizuki.
any of
What
them.
is that?
Mizuki.
What?
I have this.
Yes, you can. Is that art?
I also
Lance?
have
Lancia, yeah.
Upstart
yeah.
Goblin for when I need to draw a card.
Yeah, good draw power.
I have Burial because there's one thing I forgot to explain. Say I'm not drawing a king, the worst thing ever. I can banish two Skull Servants and a White Prince from my graveyard to special summon a king.
From your deck?
From my deck.
Jeez.
And then I can do my Burial to put them back into the graveyard.
Wow.
And then fuck you over even harder.
Yep. So that's one of the perks of this card, or I could just put Mizuki's back in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Either or. Lightning Vortex,
Board wipe.
board wipe, only face up monsters, sadly.
Yeah. Well,
And in that deck, better than Darkhold because you can send a zombie to the graveyard.
yeah,
yeah.
sure. Cheaper than Raigeki.
Oh yeah. What else? Oh yeah, 1 for 1. Now, if you remember, King, the ace of the deck, is level 1.
That has screwed me over so many times.
So I can send
Yeah.
anything, any monster in my
Yeah.
hand to the graveyard and pull out a king.
Ups your king too.
Yeah.
Great thing about that is
depends on the
yeah,
monster though.
That's sure. But also the great thing about king being level 1 is it can't be crystal winged,
Correct.
which is kind of terrible for whoever's not playing king.
Yeah. And then I have 2 polymerizations for whatever I feel like fusing, or they're just cards to get rid of for my Twin Twisters.
Ooh.
Perfect way
Ooh.
to get around a back row.
Yeah.
Discard 1, destroy 2. Works amazing.
Yep.
What about discard 2 to destroy 1?
No one cares about you, Alan.
Oh my god.
Next, for more draw power, I have Allure of Darkness.
Yeah.
Draw 2, discard, or banish a dark monster. If I don't have any, send my entire hand to the graveyard. Has its ups and downs, but it works.
You have enough monsters for it anyway,
Oh,
and you can
yeah.
put them back with burial.
Now, one thing, because I need to put a bunch of stuff in the graveyard, I might not be drawing kings. I need some extra defense, so that's why I run 3 Mirror Forces. Perfect for when I need to destroy anyone who gets a bunch of special summon monsters out in their first turn, all
yeah.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Jacob.
It's a little outdated, but yeah, it gets the job done.
Yeah. So on a bottomless for when someone special summons or summons anything,
Someone's being
Yeah.
and it's too annoying to deal with.
Cheap solemn strike.
I have compulsory, so just target one monster on the field, send it back to their owner's hand. It could be mine, it could be theirs. It doesn't really
Good
matter.
removal.
And then most people run what?
Solemn's Warning, Solemn
Solemn
Strike.
Those are nice, but since I'm not always drawing a king, I don't want to take damage for using a trap. So
Yeah.
I run Black Horn of Heaven. Sadly, it only gets 1 special summon monster,
Yeah.
but it works
That's
most of
okay.
the time.
Extra deck.
Extra deck. Now, if you noticed, most of my monsters were level 1, so I have 4 different rank 1 Xyz.
that he never has. I don't think he's ever.
I've gotten
used
this guy out
When?
once. Let's go with him first. Great against Xyz monsters. Can negate an attack, gain 500 times the rank of an Xyz monster that
Yeah.
negates the attack of. Good for just messing around, stalling.
But
Yeah.
he never, ever summons this?
Well,
Because
when he's
you
like a
just have king
10,000
on the
king,
field.
like when does he need it if he has like a 10,000 king?
Absolutely. Oh, I got two 10,000 kings. Let me overlay.
Yeah, I mean, he will work, but I don't really use him that much.
Yeah.
Along with these 3 baby dragons. Now,
you
those of
never
you...
use.
Why would you ever use 3 in one duel?
I can't, but what the heck? Run it for the meme.
That's true.
Now, those of you that remember that god-awful Zexel episode
Oh god.
where he gets Baby Dragon, decides to use it in the first duel, this is one of the things that inspired me to make the deck. Anything, like, level 1 or lower, you discard,
Wait, level 1 or lower?
yes.
Wait, what?
Level 1, I think. Yeah, level 1. You,
Shows how much he uses the card.
I know.
I like how
You
synchros
get
are
one of the
like
or you move one of the materials from it, and target the one level 1 monster, and it can attack your opponent directly.
Oh jeez. It's 3 level 1s though, so not
Yeah.
that hard, but not.
And he
Easy
is
to get out.
only 900 attack and defense.
Yeah. Well, someone in defense.
pretty lit.
Wait,
Yeah.
what level 1s do you run in here other than king?
Skull Servant.
Skull Servant,
Skull
White
Servant?
Prince, White Mare.
Oh, fair enough.
Now, I know you noticed I only have 1 tuner. I have 2, whatever these are called.
Synchros.
Synchros. Again, see how much I use them. Black Rose is good for if I'm just bricking and I need to destroy
Yeah.
everything.
I don't
Removal.
think you've ever used that.
Once. Not
Once?
against you.
Oh.
I feel like
Next,
I
I
remember
have
it.
my Red Dragon Archfiend.
3,000 beater.
That was so stupid.
Good to just get out whenever I have something on the field.
I mean, it's a
one day
it's a
you
3,000
guys-
beater essentially.
Yeah, he's difficult, but with Uno Zombie's effect, I can do it.
Yeah. Also, notice how he has different card sleeves
Yeah,
for
because
each type of monster.
Yeah, because whatever,
not?
it helps.
Yeah.
And then I have my ever so amazing fusions. I have 2 First of Dragons. Just needs 2 normal monsters to summon, can't be destroyed by anything that's not a normal
Yes.
monster. 27
hard.
attack, 2,000 defense,
Yeah.
decent.
It's a beater.
Can make
Just
good
to
wall. Yeah.
Just bring out a wall. Next I have a Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Amazing. I
Use it all the time.
wish I could.
Yeah.
But he's good for stealing effects and attack
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
So all around good card.
Yeah. Could be good for removing stuff like that's bothersome.
Oh, wait, no,
Uh-huh.
that's the cancer.
And then here is the second most cancerous card in my deck. The Drago Necro Oversoul Dragon thing.
It's like
Cancer.
It's like one of like the evil Signer Dragons, the show or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so if John over here gets out a Chaos Max, I can attack it. Now, sure, this will be destroyed, but I'll get one of my favorite Kribo tokens, and this token will gain the attack equal to the Chaos Max dragon,
Yeah.
and Chaos Max's attack goes down to 0.
So yeah, I mean,
So while
Imagine that against Gren Maju.
I'll
Well,
take
you
it,
just lose because you take the battle damage, right?
Oh, that's right.
so while it'll hurt me in the long run,
You mean a short run?
it'll hurt me in the long run because I'll still have the damage.
Sure.
It'll also hurt them in the long run.
Yeah.
It'll hurt them more in the long run.
Oh yeah. And that's pretty much how I run my kings.
Yep.
Well, YouTube, I hope you like my terrible stuff, but yeah,
It's pretty
that's my deck.
cancerous.
Enjoyed that. If you didn't know, this was a King of Skull Servants deck profile.
Also, in the comments, write the exact time when I took off the cuffs. See ya.